going back more than 3 decades. This incident was front-page news in many newspapers in Thailand. It is so famous that it has been made into movies and TV series. The story begins at Ban Dung District, Udon Thani Province. This place is located in Ban Muang Nuya, about 20 kilometers from Ban Dung District and 3 kilometers east of Wang Thong Village. This place seemed quiet and unlikely for such a ghost story. On the 8th day of the waning moon in 1988, a man named Mr. Kampa Kamke from Wang Thong, Ban Dung, traveled to Udon Thani Province to make a special agreement with Kemchin Film Company. The contract is straightforward: price 4,000 baht, advance 2,000 baht. The company will show 4 movies, divided into 2 action movies and 2 ghost movies. That evening, Mr. Dam, the driver, and 2 subordinates loaded film equipment onto a truck. When we reached Wang Thong, it was already 7 p.m., traversing a dark, unlit dirt road that had never been traveled before. In the end, he got lost, heading towards Phrae City. With frustration and confusion, they asked for help from the children. Locals informed them that they had lost their way far away. As they turned the car around, Mr. Dam then met 2 women walking towards him. "You are lost," they said. "Do you know where you are going? Follow us or you will waste your time. We will take you." Trusting their advice, Mr. Dam then followed them. When you reach the entrance, the team noticed a child standing on the dirt road, seemingly waiting for them. The women ordered Mr. Dam to drive in. And he was surprised to find a large group of villagers, both young and old, gathered around. But there's something wrong. Everyone wore the same color clothing, either white or black. And apply powder to the left cheek. As soon as the car stops, the villagers quickly help to set up the projector and screen. At 8 p.m., the first movie began. Tonight is a strange mix of action movies and ghost stories, 2 movies each, for a total of 4 stories. Mr. Dam is both the operator and the voice actor. Notice the eerie calmness among the audience. They sat separated by gender and age. Watch quietly, without the normal reaction expected from moviegoers. During the screening of the movie, 3 bowls of porridge were brought, 1 for Mr. Dam and 2 for his assistants. The porridge is surprisingly delicious. It can fill a hungry stomach even in small amounts. As the clock approached 4 a.m., a man ordered the screening to end immediately, even though the final film is still unfinished. Mr. Dam complied and put away the equipment while the villagers quietly dispersed. A man paid the remaining 2,000 baht, but Mr. Dam was shocked because the money was an old, blackened coin. Mr. Dam understood that it must have been money from the villagers who helped to donate. So he prepared to leave. The 2 women who had guided them before appeared again, offering to take them out. They walked along with their bicycles along with the car. Mr. Dam was very happy because these 2 women were beautiful looking. But it was as if something had inspired this black master to not dare speak to them at all. Until the car reaches the exit. These 2 women asked to go home. When they said they were going back, these 2 young women appeared to have disappeared to an unknown location. No one noticed where he was walking. With doubts, Mr. Dam then hurriedly got out of the car. Walking with a flashlight, I surveyed the area around the forest. 2 bicycle tire tracks could be seen disappearing into the trees. Mr. Dam said that it was over there. It was definitely not accessible by car, it was thick with trees and bushes, but why did the bicycle tire tracks disappear there? The next morning, Mr. Dam arrived at Ban Dung Market to buy cigarettes. He noticed the curious eyes of the villagers. Some people came and asked where the movie was being shown. When Wat Sirasutho Kamkanad was mentioned, I was confused because there were no celebrations held in the local area. The villagers were baffled. So he went to visit Longpu Kamta, the abbot of the temple, who had been meditating all night and could only hear the sound of the wind blowing. However, some locals insist that they heard the movie loud and clear. This conflict deepens the mystery. Not long after that, Mr. Kemchin, the owner of the film company, arrived with a contract, with the name of Mr. Champakamka as the employer. However, Mr. Kampa, who lived near the temple, was sick with the flu on the day he was expected to contract the disease. He adamantly refused to hire the company, claiming that he was too sick to get out of bed. This confusing event put everyone in an uncomfortable state. How can a sick person hire a film company from his bed? Who are the silent villagers wearing black and white clothes? So why do bicycle paths disappear in the forest? The truth remains as elusive as a shadow slipping through the moonlit leaves, leaving behind the horror and mystery of that night. It is ingrained in the legend of what Sirasuthokamkanad. That remains as a legend until today.